Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 377 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. This episode dips into a recruiting resource I found on YouTube as I searched for topics for this podcast. The resource I found is Educating Athletes, a 501c3 non-for-profit organization that helps direct potential student athletes on all aspects of football recruiting and recruiting in general. I'll get into the helpful Educating Athletes information right after some information about Recruit Me and the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is part of the Recruit Me education business. My name is Brent Hanks, and I am the owner and CEO of Recruit Me. Recruit Me's goal is to provide you, whether you are a potential student athlete or the parent of a potential student athlete, with as many free and inexpensive recruiting resources as possible. You can find the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app, and a new episode hits every Tuesday. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is the world's longest-running recruiting education podcast. Other resources that Recruit Me provides are the free Recruiting Power Pack, which is available on the recruit-me.com website. You get a download with the first steps to an athletic scholarship, an audio file about how to use videos, and a free player profile template. Just sign up on the recruit-me.com homepage. Also, you can sign up for the free Recruit Me monthly newsletter that gives you monthly recruiting tips, advice, and links to last month's The Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes. The Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System gives you a 200-plus page manual and workbook to take you step-by-step through your personalized recruiting journey. You can get the Recruit Me 3.0 system for only $39. You will get the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship and much, much more. Step 1, select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great introductory email. Step 3, create your one-page player profile. Step 4, build your own recruiting questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send one-page updates. And Step 7, make your school choice wisely. Go to recruit-me.com to get your recruiting plan today. Again, I was just doing research on recruiting topics on YouTube, and a video with a young man with a Northwestern logoed shirt caught my eye. The young man is Kyle Cairo, and with some research, I found out that Kyle played football at Northwestern from 2013 to 2017 as a safety for the Wildcats. The neat thing is that when my son Parker and Lori and I and my other son Sutton took Parker's official visit to Northwestern after Parker had committed to play baseball there, we saw Kyle play in a 3-overtime win versus Michigan State. All 7 of Parker's future teammates got to run out on the field after the Wildcats scored the game-winning touchdown on a cold and snowy evening. So as Kyle played his final season as an All-Big Ten and All-Academic Big Ten safety, Parker would toe the rubber the next year just a few hundred yards north of the football field. I found that Educating Athletes and Kyle and his dad Henry had 28 videos that was a football recruiting course. As I watched and listened to the Educating Athletes videos, I found out that Kyle's dad, Henry, helped his 2 sons get college football scholarships, and then developed this program to help hundreds of other student athletes get a college football opportunity. I also found that the Educating Athletes concepts are very similar to the Recruit Me recruiting education concepts. Educating Athletes gives you a lean toward football recruiting, but the basics are good for everyone. Educating Athletes breaks down their program into 3 sections. The first section is a solid foundation by giving you information about the college divisions, building a college list, talking about academics, getting a college coach's viewpoint, and how to build your own personal recruiting team. Section number 2 is a tactical series of steps for the recruiting process. This section covers the timeline, how to create your highlight video, how to contact coaches, how to develop a communication plan, and how to navigate campus visits and camps. The third section is called The Close and exposes the type of offers a student athlete might get, what options you have your senior year, and then making a commitment. Educating Athletes provides additional information targeting your dreams, plus email templates, social media advice, phone call scripts, and voicemail scripts. It also gives you questions to ask coaches, video guidelines, and topics to help you engage with coaches. Here is a list of the 28 videos that are part of the Educating Athletes Football Recruiting course. These 28 videos can be found on their YouTube channel, at Educating Athletes, or on their website, educatingathletes.org. Video number 1, Why Am I Not Getting Recruited? Video number 2, Recruiting Blueprint Overview. Video number 3, Types of College Offers. Number 4, How College Coaches Think. Number 5, College Coaches Evaluation. Number 6, Coaches Recruiting Timeline. Video number 7, Target the Right Schools. Video number 8, Your College List. Video number 9, Academics in Recruiting. Number 10, Your Support Team. Number 11, Recruiting Videos. Number 12, How to Contact Coaches. Video number 13, How to Email Coaches. 14, Recruiting and Social Media. 15, How to Call Coaches. Number 16, When to Call a Coach. Number 17, Reasons to Call a College Coach. Video number 18, How to Leave a Voicemail. Number 19, How to Respond to Coaches. Number 20, Your Communication Plan. Number 21, Which Camps to Go to. Video 22, Your College Visit. Video 23 is for high school incoming freshmen. Number 24, for high school rising sophomores. Video number 25, for high school rising juniors. Video 26, for high school rising seniors. Video 27, for high school late seniors. And video number 28, Your Verbal Commitment. These videos are very short and easy to watch and give you a lot of information. I found much of the information matched what RecruitMe has promoted for over 20 years and matched the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship from the RecruitMe 3.0 athletic scholarship system. I also found that it had more specific football recruiting advice and a lot of easy to understand general recruiting information. I encourage you to use the Educating Athletes videos and resources as a helpful and useful resource in your recruiting journey. Just so you know, I am not affiliated with Educating Athletes. I just found them recently, and I do plan on contacting them in the near future. I also found, other than their website, they have a Facebook page, facebook.com/eduathletes, and Instagram, instagram.com/eduathletes, and Twitter, twitter.com/athletesedu. If you go to the educatingathletes.org website, the menu has a Facebook link, a basketball link, a news link, a resources link, and an About Us link. There are 3 links in the football pull-down: the Football Playbook app link, the Football Recruiting Course, and the Football Seminars. The Football Playbook app sends you to a page that tells you about their Educating Athletes app. I downloaded the free app, and the app has 12 recruiting-related categories. The first is Contact Colleges. They have 4 boxes that lead you to more college contacts. Each box represents a college football level of play: NCAA Division I, FBS, which is the Football Bowl subdivision, the NCAA Division I FCS, Football Championship subdivision, NCAA Division II, and NCAA Division III links. There is no NAIA or junior college link. Each of the 4 are broken down into the division's conferences. Except for Division II. It has all of the colleges, then HBCU colleges and Ivy League colleges. There is a search bar at the top of each page too. Within each conference link are individual colleges with the college's name and college stats like stadium name and capacity, rivalries, and estimated tuition and fees. There are links to the coaching staff directory or to the team's website. There are phone numbers, email addresses, and college addresses. Always go the extra length to verify the coach's information by going to the team's website. At the bottom of the page is a link to send a coach your highlights. I didn't test this page. It just gives you a place to put your name, email, phone number, position, graduation year, height and weight, awards or star attributes, an intro statement, your huddle link, your state, high school, your high school coach's name, phone number, and email, and place to upload a photo. This looks like a great tool, and if you test the profile-like page, there are 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner of the profile page that opens notifications and files. A couple of tips on your profile information is to have a recruiting-specific email, like SuttonHanks2022@gmail. So almost all of the emails are about recruiting. Plus, you need to not have a high school-related email to register on the eligibility centers. Also, don't embellish your height, weight, awards, or metrics, and ask your high school or club coach for permission to give out their contact information. The next box is the recruiting course and links to all the recruiting advice videos from educating athletes. The third box is a football position box. They have the NCAA Division I average size and video highlight categories you should send. The positions listed are quarterback, running back, tight end, wide receiver, offensive line, defensive backs, and linebackers. Here is an example. A D1 linebacker has an average size of 6 foot 2 inches, 220 pounds. And they list these highlights to send: a pursuit tackle, an open field tackle, a pass breakup or interception, a line of scrimmage tackle, a disengagement on an O-line block with a tackle, and a coverage drop to a reactionary tackle. The other positions listed with their average D1 size are defensive back, 5'11", 189 pounds. D-line, 6'3", 270 pounds. O-line, 6'4", and 297 pounds. Wide receiver, 6 foot, 190 pounds. Tight end, 6'4", and 240 pounds. Running back, 5'10", 202 pounds. And quarterback, 6'2", 207 pounds. At the bottom of each position's page is a hidden link to click. On the quarterback page, I clicked on the upward arrow, and this information came up. An example for the quarterback says a D1 quarterback must be able to throw the deep out, come back, dig, and seam with no loft. Throw the ball through the goalpost from the opposite 40-yard line. Throw receivers open and execute the back shoulder throw. Dual threat quarterbacks may be raw passers, but should be the best pure athlete on the field. Then there are D1 stats like a quarterback should run a 4.6 40-yard dash, bench 260 pounds, and squat 425 pounds. Running back stats are a 4.4 second 40-yard dash, 280-pound bench, and 390-pound squat. A tight end needs to run a 4.7 second 40-yard dash, bench 300 pounds, and squat 440 pounds. Wide receivers are a 4.6 40-yard dash, bench press 235 pounds, and squat 315 pounds. A D1 offensive lineman's stats are a 5.0 40-yard dash, bench 320 pounds, and squat 450 pounds. Then a D lineman is a little quicker with a 4.8 40-yard dash, bench press 315 pounds, and squat 450 pounds. Defensive backs are the fastest at a 4.5 40-yard dash, 270-pound bench press, and 405 squat. And the last one is the linebackers, and they are fast too, with a 4.6 40-yard dash, and strong with a 315-pound bench and 445-pound squat. You can take in all this information to show you where you need to be to play in D1 football. Look at rosters at all your levels of interest and see where they are and where you need to be. You can get this information on their rosters. Don't be surprised if you are a linebacker in high school and that you might be moved to a defensive back in college, or you're a quarterback in high school and are moved to a wide receiver in college. Use this information to help you pursue the right level of play for your 4 years. Also on the app are these boxes. There is a box for events, camps, combines, and seminars. The fifth box is featured highlights. There are highlights of high school football players. The next box is a Locker Room Connect and looks like an app like Facebook or Twitter. There is a forum box with questions that have been asked and answered, and you can also ask questions. The Coach's Corner has videos of coaches from a coaching seminar. The Training and Nutrition box has YouTube videos that pertain to those subjects. An NIL News box has just that, name, image, and likeness news. And the last box is an About Us. It introduces the director, Henry Cairo, director Robert Servino, and director Kyle Cairo. This app is a good, free recruiting resource. I encourage you to go check it out. One of my jobs as the host of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast and owner of RecruitMe, a recruiting education company, is to find free and inexpensive recruiting resources. I am always looking for these types of resources and topics for the podcast. By bringing you resources like educating athletes, I hope it will save you scrolling endlessly and trying to keep you from getting even more confused and frustrated by all the information out there on the internet. Zeroing in on just a few helpful recruiting resources saves you time, money, and anxiety in your recruiting journey. Back on episodes 369 through 373, I ended those episodes with a section of the recruiting checklist that is found on page 5 of the Athletic Scholarship 24-month Recruiting Planner and Journal, which is a book written by the Recruit Me founder, John Fugler. You can get your copy by searching on Amazon or by contacting me, Brent, at recruit-me.com. Go back and listen to the end of episodes 369 and 373 to hear sections 1 through 5 of the recruiting checklist. Honestly, the last couple of episodes, I totally forgot about the recruiting checklist. So here is section 6. Choose the right camps, showcases, and tournaments. The bullet points are: set your budget first. Then, be selective and strategic for cost savings. Identify recruiting camps versus instructional. Identify camps at schools where you have an interest. Identify camps where multiple coaches will be in attendance if possible. Identify camps where coaches from your listed schools will be in attendance. Attend showcases that will give you exposure to a large number of coaches. Join me next week at the end of the episode for Section 7 of the Recruiting Checklist. Register with the NCAA and NAIA eligibility centers. Thank you for listening to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the world's longest-running recruiting education podcast. Like or subscribe on your favorite podcast app to get the newest and the past episodes. A new 15-minute episode is available every Tuesday. Join me next week for another 15 minutes that will change your athletic scholarship future.